Hello, hello, hello. I'm Dr. Manon Fielding with Natural Menopause Anti-Aging Solutions, and today our anti-aging solution is to stretch. And what's different about this stretch video is designed specifically for us older women and men, no prejudice there, and it goes from head to toe. So we're going to be stretching every muscle, hopefully. And if you need to do it in a chair, that's fine. Most of this is going to be standing. At the very end, we're going to lie down. So I don't know if you have something to lie down on, but almost everything is going to be standing because that makes it easier and we can go through the entire body. All right. I also want you to know, definitely do not stretch beyond what feels comfortable. And if you're very stiff, that may not be very much, but every little bit you do is going to help. Because these muscles, if you don't stretch them and exercise them, which would be is a totally different subject, if you don't stretch them, you're going to get really stiff and you're going to feel a lot older than your years. And so the idea of stretching is to increase your capacity to move, because movement is essential for life, and also to release toxins in your muscles that cause pain in your muscles and joints, and to help you feel younger and be able to feel more vital in your life. All right, so let's get started. The first one that we're going to do is just taking deep breaths. That one's easy, not really a stretch, but it helps prepare you. So we're going to be breathing through the belly and then through the chest and up to all the way up. And we're going to hold it. And then we're going to release it slowly and bring your belly in towards your spine. Okay, we're going to do a few of those to get started. All right, first one, take a breath in. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out. Count of 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, count of 4. Hold. 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out, count of 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Breathe in, count of 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out, count of 8. Okay, good job. And be careful when you're breathing in, not to raise your shoulders. You're going to keep them down. You're breathing through your belly up to your chest, expanding your chest without raising your shoulders. The idea is to relax. Okay, next one is a forward head stretch. So you're going to just bring your head forward and let it hang. And just breathe and let it feel the stretch in the back of your neck. And then slowly bring it up. Okay, then we're going to do that again, and we're going to stretch it a little further. So bring your head down. And then I want you to put your hands behind your head and let your head stretch forward with the weight of your arms and let it just relax. And then when you feel you've gotten the maximum, I want you to bring your elbows together and get just a little more stretch. It'll go into your upper back. Bring your elbows as close as you can. Take another breath and then release. Release your elbows and slowly raise your head and drop your arms to your side. Okay, so that should feel really good already. I get all tingly when I do that. All right, then we're going to do extension, a different kind of extension. We're going to bring your head straight back and then slightly up and then back to center. But what I want you to do is actually put your hands behind your head to do this, because it's going to stretch and strengthen at the same time the back of your neck, which gets really weak from sitting in front of the computer or phone or anything that we normally do with our heads bent forward. So hands behind your head, go straight back, slightly up, back to center, straight back, slightly up. We're going to do 5 of these, and back to center, straight back, slightly up, back to center, straight back, slightly up, raise your chin, back to center, one more, straight back, slightly up, back to center, and then bring your arms down. Okay, relax. Okay, then we're going to do a side to side motion on our neck. So just bring your ear to your shoulder without raising your shoulder, ear to the shoulder. Keep breathing. And then back to middle, and then go to the other side and stretch, and back to center. Okay, then I want you to do the same thing, but I want you to be pulling your head to the side a little bit, just to give it a little better stretch. And then you can bend forward a little bit. So then you're going to feel the stretch more in different muscles, not just straight to the side. And breathe. Okay, release your hand, and let's do the other side. Okay, we're going to first go straight to the right. Oh, this one's harder for me. You'll find one side's usually harder than the other. Okay, and then you're going to go slightly forward with the weight of your arm, and you can pull just a little bit. Breathe. Okay, and back to the center and release. Perfect. All right, now we're going to go to the shoulders, and we're going to do shoulder rolls. Just roll them backwards. 2, breathe. 3, 4, 5, and then forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Okay, and then we're going to stretch our shoulders. This part of our shoulder, you're going to bring your shoulder up over here and breathe. Let's hold it. One more breath. Okay, release that one. Then we're going to bring the other shoulder, bring it straight across. Breathe. And another breath. Okay, then I want you to bring both arms like you're hugging yourself, and I want you to pull your shoulders down and forward so you feel that a stretch in your upper back. You can feel that in the upper back muscles. All right, 1. And bring your head forward a little bit, accentuate it. And try to release. Okay. All right. Excellent. Shake it up a little bit. All right. The shoulders. Okay. Now we're going to do a side stretch. I want you to bring the one arm up, right side. I'm doing first. Take your arm. I can't even see it in here, but you're going to take your wrist and you're going to pull across. So you're just going to stretch up, up and over. And it doesn't matter if you can't do too much, just do what you can. Like if I stay this way, I can kind of go a little further. That's good. And then you can reach up and take the other arm, and we're going to reach to the other side and pull. And that one is really good for opening up the ribs through here. That helps you take deeper breaths and helps you get more oxygen and help you breathe better and expand your lungs a little more, which is always a good thing. Okay, now we're going to go down to our hips and we're going to do hip rotations. So like the hula hoop, you're just going to go round and around and go as far as you can to one side, then go forward. You'll feel it in your back also. And then up to the other side. We're going to do 5 of these. So that was 2. Breathing. And 3. And now we're going into 4. And last one is 5. All right, and if you hold in your butt and gut when you do that, and your butt, you get a little core workout there too. All right, now we're going to go the other way, forward and to the left, back, to the side, forward. It's a slow hula hoop. We're not going fast. Do everything slow and methodical and feel it all throughout your muscles, and that'll give you much better stretch. Okay, this is 3. 4. And 5. All right, so we got the hip stretches. Now we're going to do a similar thing with our knees. So our knees don't, this is from the Qigong exercise. It really helps to keep your knees limber, and it will keep you from injuring. That's another important thing about stretching. It does keep you from injuring these muscles. So you're going to just lean down on the top of your knees, and you're going to rotate your knees all the way around, just like we did with the hips. And you'll probably feel like same thing. One of them is a little more stiff in certain directions. It's going all the way around. That was 2. We're going to do 5, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we're going to go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, excellent. All right. Now, of course, we've got to work out these leg muscles. So we're going to work the front and the back. And so it's good to have a chair to keep your balance, because you're going to raise one leg and don't want anybody falling on my watch. All right, so we're going to take one leg, you're going to lift it up, and you're going to try to keep your hips balanced, because if you lift your hip up, you're not going to get the same stretch in the front of your leg. And you want to try not to do this to get as close as possible and give you a better stretch. And if you can lift up a little bit, and that will get higher up the leg. If you can't, that's fine. Just stay here. If you here, that's okay. Start, slowly work it down. I'm just going to hold for approximately 30 seconds. And after you've been holding for a little bit, what I want you to do is move your hand down to the top of your toe and stretch your foot. Take your foot, and that'll stretch the top of the muscles in the top of your foot that rarely get stretched. And sometimes in certain shoes, they get really tight, and that affects your walking and your ability to walk well. All right, so we're going to put that down. If you feel like you start getting a cramp anywhere, put it down and relax. All right, let's go to the other side. All right, I'm going to take the other leg, lift it up. Like I said, if you can lift it up a little bit higher, do that. If you can't, that's fine. For me, it feels really good. It gets a little bit of that flexor muscle, the psoas and the quad at the same time. Breathe. Okay, and then lost my balance. Now I want you to take your toes. This one, I'm getting a cramp. So I must really need it on that one. All right, so I want you to grab your toes and stretch forward. And every time you do that, it'll get a little bit easier. But I can really feel that on this side. All right, get a really good stretch. Okay, we'll put that one down. Okay, now we're going to get the back of our legs, and that one you're going to be lifting up like this. If you can let go, that's fine. If you can't, that's fine. And just bring your knee to your chest. And if you can't do this standing up, you can always do this laying down also and stretch this muscle. But like I said, I'm doing this one standing, and hold. All right, and put that one down. Let's go to the other side and hold. All right, put that one down. All right, so we got the quad and the quadricep and the hamstrings, and we did the toe, flexing the toes a little bit. And I want to work a little bit on the feet. I hope that you can see this. I'm going to lift my foot up. Yeah, I think you can see that. So we're going to just do foot rotations and stretch our foot a little bit, like I did the front of the foot. So we're going to go clockwise, go 5 times around to work our ankles, and then the opposite way. And anybody who is prone to twisting their ankles or anything like that, you should be doing these kind of exercises for your foot. It really will help. And this kind of strengthens and stretches at the same time. Okay, that was my right foot. Now I'm going to do my left foot. This foot definitely, I can feel it tighter than the other one. And if you need to work on the muscle a little bit to get it relaxed, mine is tight. And then we're going to go the other way. Stretch. Getting 5 in each direction. All right. We got the feet. All right. Now, the last one, I don't want to forget that I want to do our wrists, because those are really important, especially those of you who sit and work on the computer or even on the phone. So I want you to outstretch your arm, and you're going to pull down like such. Take a deep breath, and that's stretching the back of the arm. Then turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. Keep your elbow pretty much even, extended. Okay, I forgot on this side, when you're doing this front part, you also want to take your thumb and stretch it, because these muscles get really tight also. And breathe. And if you have any tight fingers that you might have trigger finger or some other finger issues, stretching, just going down into those muscles and stretching them individually can be really helpful on both sides, especially this way, because that's where they get really tight. Okay, let's go the other side. I'm going to stretch the palm up there. Okay, come over, and we're going to get the thumb. Okay, turn your hand over, and let's stretch the back of the wrist and the forearm. Okay, and then we're going to get that calf muscle, which we didn't get. So you take your chair if you need to, or you can also lean on your knee, or you can take a chair and you want to stand up and you're going to stretch. I can go back further. Okay. And then you're going to stretch your leg back and put your foot down on the ground to stretch that calf muscle. And when you're doing the front of the leg, you don't want to push forward like this. You want your knee to be in alignment with your ankle. That's the important thing. So you're going to stretch and hold that for a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. Take some breaths. See better if I, okay, then let's do the other side. And I'm going to stretch that forward. Try to keep good body alignment. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to do a couple of back stretches. Of course, those are extremely important. We're going to do one standing and one on the ground before we lay out and do our relaxation pose called the corpse. All right, so this one, what I want you to do is you're going to put your thumbs on either side of your spine, and you're going to start low down, and then we're going to go backwards and push in. Take a deep breath, and then go forward, and then go up a little bit more, and go backwards and push in, and forward. Go up a little bit more to the next vertebrae. Take a deep breath, push in, and you can go back as far as is comfortable for you. And forward, and come up a little bit more. We have 5 lumbar vertebrae. I'm going to go through all 5 of those. All right, and then just come up. And then that helps. That's a really good one to do when you've been driving for a while. It helps to move the vertebrae and bring fluid in there, which is essential for it to prevent breakdown. And it also will help you energize your low back if you sitting at any time, if you've been at a computer or whatever. All right, so then next one, I said we're going to do laying down. Okay, so you're going to be on all fours. Have something to protect your knees. And we're going to do a modified version of the cat-cow. So the first step is to arch your back, and you're going to bring your neck up at the same time. Arch, take a breath, then breathe out, and you're going to then arch upward instead of down and bring your head towards your chest. Then as you do that, I want you to push forward so your arms are outstretched and you're getting a good back stretch. Go back as far as you can. And you can put your toes under or up, depending on what's comfortable for you. I usually go all the way back because that stretches your legs too. And then take a breath in. And you're going to start again. Arch up. Take a breath. And then arch toward the ceiling. Head forward. Then you're going to push back with the arms outstretched. And stretch that lower back and legs and toes, which is also really important. Still breathing out. I'm going to do one more. Do 3 of these. Breathe in, arch your back. Your back goes down, head comes up. Hold it. Breathe out. Back goes toward the ceiling, head comes towards your belly button, and then push backwards. Okay, and then come back to your tabletop pose. Okay, and the last one is really important. even though it's doing nothing can be good. You're going to lay on your back and your feet are going to be stretched out, or if you're uncomfortable with that, you can keep them up. I'm going to put mine down, let them just roll out. Your arms are going to roll out. And the idea is that we're stretching across here and helping prevent that hump that comes as we get older and we're hunched forward all the time. So we're just going to lay here. This is called the corpse pose. And I want you to do minimally 5 minutes, if not longer, 15, 20, just to kind of let your whole body relax and not do anything. Okay, that was great. So I appreciate you coming to the class today and that you are stretching. You should do this on a regular basis, a few times a week. You don't have to do the whole thing at once. You can do it in sections. It's about 20 minutes. So I hope it works for you. Namaste.